In 2002, Rickman performed on stage Noel Coward's romantic comedy Private Lies. After a successful run at the Albury Theater on the West End, it transferred to Broadway and ended in September of 2002. During this time, he fell in love with New York, much like William. For this reason, he chose to direct and star in Tour Time, New York, New York. Our final story. Today I received 2 cards, written by Emily Hines and read by Andrew Cosmo.
Today, I received 2 cards. One from a friend announcing the birth of her baby, and another from a friend thanking me for attending her mother's funeral. This child was gestating while my friend's mother was dying. I visited my formerly pregnant friend in January. I helped her organize the baby clothes and put wallpaper on one of the nursery walls. We looked at strollers and I attended a doctor's appointment with her. One night I made cookies and we did a puzzle that we found at a rummage sale on one of our walks. The 3rd day that I was there, I found out that a friend back home had committed suicide. The rest of that day and the next was mixed with calling friends, some I haven't talked to in so long, letting them know, asking them if they know, telling them that, yes, I know, asking them if they will be at the event, telling them if I will be at the event. And the baby was still gestating, and still we were getting ready for their arrival. I made soup and froze some, labeled with the type of soup and the date. I deep cleaned the kitchen. I vacuumed the living room. I repotted some plants. I made plans to go home a little early so I could be at the event for my dead friend, and all the while, I'm thinking about my other friend's mother, who I was very afraid would die soon. Someone remarked to me on the phone that it was very special for me to spend time with my pregnant friend now, expecting a baby so soon while mourning the death of another. They thought that it was poetic. I tried not to think about it. I cried for my friend. I thought about the times we had. Some of them were very difficult. I consoled other friends who were closer to him than I. I thought about suicide. I thought about his last day and wondered what he could have been thinking about. I considered his choice from a logical perspective and felt sad for the pain he must have felt. I finished making the blanket I was working on. It is a very small blanket. I had never made a blanket like that before, and it was harder than I imagined it to be. I carefully made sure that all of the ends were tied off and tucked in, and I washed it before I left so it would not bleed or unravel. I thought it was so small. Surely it was too small for any living thing. But it turns out that it was not. My friend sends me pictures of her baby in the blanket, at home and at the doctor's office. She says they take it with him to the doctor's office because they make her take all of the baby's clothes off to weigh her and keep them off for the exam, so they need to have a blanket there to keep her warm. She says, "Don't worry, we put the diaper right back on after they weigh her." And this makes me laugh. I told her that the blanket is machine washable. I made it with cotton yarn and I tested it, remember? It should be hardy, just like your baby. I left them early to come back for my dead friend's thing. I was glad to be home, but sad because of my dead friend. And sad because I had to leave my living friends early. I would not see them again without a baby. The next time I saw them, they would be parents. Just a few days after my return, my friend's mother died. I thought, is this just how it is now? And it is. It is. I thought about my friend's mom, the experiences I had with her, all of them rosy, except for the last time I saw her, when she was very ill and I spent hours listening to her talking all about it. I know it was difficult to talk with her family in this way, and I was glad to be there. But she listened to me too. I don't remember what I talked about, but I know that I did talk. That was the last time I saw her. So today, 2 cards came. One about the baby, and the one about my friend's mom. They're sitting beside each other on the counter, and I'm not sure what to do with them. They are connected now in my mind. I want them to stay together, but also it seems weird to put them up on the fridge next to each other. It's weird to display your friend's mom's death, even if it's not weird to display your friend's baby's birth. I'm going to see the baby in May, which will also coincide with my birthday. I have begun to add death days to my calendar now, as well as birthdays. Don't forget to message Amber on this day. Her dad died this day. Think of Jessica on this day, the day her mom died. If I were Catholic, I could light a candle for my grandparents on their death days. That's a thing that Catholics do, right? Maybe the baby will have outgrown the blanket by the time I visit. It really is so small. I can ask her dad about the candle thing. He is Catholic, as it turns out.
Alan really would have loved to fuck in a mask. It is apt that we end on this story by Emily, a reflection of birth and death. To lose the ones we love, to ask the questions that pain us so deeply surrounding death. Why? Why loss? Why this pain, here or abroad? But how beautiful it is that we get to feel so deeply, whether through loss, birth, and joy. While we have lost Alan, his legacy in life lives on through celluloid, through the boards he drapes and the lives he touched, and ultimately, stories. Stories. This is actually true. When a regime or an insurgency takes over a state, the first thing they shut down is the news and the theater. That is real. Reminder of just how powerful stories are, how they inspire us, move us, call us to action. Whether heart-wrenching or beautiful, thank God we have stories. Thank God we have grown-up story time. We should never take them for granted. So please, please, please send your stories for us to read on stage. Submit at grownupstorytimehouston@gmail. grownupstorytimehouston@gmail. Selfishly, I have a theater, the Coronation Theater. Thank you so much. Every Saturday we have a show called Houston Stories where we have someone from the community tell a story and we improvise around it. You can catch the gentleman in the blonde wig without the wig and without being Southern at that show. So please check it out. Thank you to all of tonight's readers and writers, and thank you, Alan, for telling us stories. There will be refreshments at the bar and small snacks for purchase at Tacos A Go-Go. Thank you so much.